As I have the opportunity to travel all around the world, spreading this message of being raised to stay, I'm amazed at the church and how the people of God come together in worship and in testimony to talk about how good and how great our God is. And I was in Canada not long ago, and I was preaching on healing. And at the end, we were taking up our beds and we were walking. We were praying for those who were sick in mind and body and spirit. And a sweet mom comes up with her little one who had cerebral palsy, and he hadn't ever walked in his young 3 years. And I watched as the church gathered around this young mom and baby and began to pray and weep over his healing and contending for healing. And we walked away from that service believing that God would be glorified in this young man's life, that we would see that he would have life in the land of the living and that he would declare the works of the Lord. And we trusted that even though that healing hadn't happened there, that it would happen. And 3 months later, I get a message from this mom in Canada, and it was a video of her baby walking in a park. And at the bottom, she said, "Take up your bed and walk." And I watched as this little boy ran through the park and experienced nature and things for the very first time. And here's what I want you to know, is that being raised to stay isn't about staying in a church. It's about being connected and abiding in Jesus. And that same healer that we read about in the Bible, that he is alive and active today. And I cannot wait to continue to go church to church and see the power of God move among his people.